Episode because we have some special people right here with us, and they don't speak so much Italian so far. They're going to learn it.
I speak a little bit. Pasta, pizza, gelato.
Some curse words.
No.
No, none.
Teach us.
No, I can.
Not this time.
Not at this moment, but in the future.
Thank you.
Right after this episode, we are here at Cini Live because we're going to talk about a very special program that already began. Actually, it's begun last summer and will go up to December 2025. Right? So it's a very long project, a European project, and it's very important because it sees Cinisello as a lead partner. So we had to talk about it, and we have Massimo here.
Yeah.
That's the representative. And Maria Laura,
Hello,
over
everybody.
there. Ola, that's come from
Hello.
Poland.
Yes.
And Andre, that's from Portugal.
Portugal, yes.
Which city are you from?
Mertua,
Mertua, which is
south of Portugal.
Okay, thank you.
Bielsko-Biała, the sound of Poland.
Okay, perfect. Maria Laura.
But technically, at the moment, I'm based in Paris, France, where the Urban Secretariat has its home base.
But you are from?
I'm Italian. I'm from Campobasso.
Okay. So many cities, just one place. That's Pertini Radio. So this project is actually very beautiful. So who do you want to talk about it? Just explain a little explanations of it.
I can introduce a little bit the project. The project is aimed to work around the social impact of the urban regeneration programs. That's why we applied for this project. We launched a call under Urbact 4, the program, and we collect some partners from all around Europe. And here we have some representative of a partnership. Of course, we are 10 cities with Cinisello Balsamo, and now in this moment we are starting with the Ready for Action meeting. That does mean that we finish the first part of the project, and then in January 2024 we will start with the real project. Not the implementation of the project.
The concrete part of it.
Yeah.
But how was that your idea of the project? How did you come up? Or how did you all come up with this idea of the project, the social impact of, social regenerations and?
Yeah, I can say that traditionally we work a lot on urban regeneration programs in Cinisello Balsamo. Probably most of the people know that we ran a lot of projects in the suburban and in the neighborhood of the city, like Sant'Eusebio and Crocette and so on. And we thought that couldn't really interesting to measure the impact of our activities in the city, and that's why we try to work around the social impact, because the social impact is one of the most important things that we think is important to understand about our programs, and also is not so simple to do it to measure the social impact, and that's why we applied for Urbact, because the Urbact gave us the opportunity to work around it with a budget, with some partners, so we have a lot of confrontation with our cities and around Europe, and also we have a lot of support from the Secretariat of Urbact, and so that's why we applied for.
It's a very cool stuff, and a question I was asking myself is how Cinisello Balsamo is connected, is linked to so many cities around Europe, and I just want to ask you, as as representatives of your cities, how did you find this connection? Whoever wants to talk first.
Yeah, I can start. Yes, the thing is, most of our cities are crossing some issues about loss of inhabitants, accessibility, and the kind of issues again that interfere directly with the life of people. And in our case is this: our historic center needs to be rehabilitated and needs a lot of improvements. So we expect here to find in other cities solutions that we can apply and improve these areas. Okay.
And what do you do for a job back in Portugal?
Uh,
What's your current?
I'm consultant of the municipality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your turn.
Uh,
What do you do for a living?
so many things. But I work.
So many questions I'm asking you today.
but,
It's so many.
I work in this kind of tiny cultural place in Bielsko-Biała, which is dedicated mostly to the youth.
Mhm.
And so we use culture to like bring youth to make them more active in the city, and make them more aware about those issues like we are talking about, because we think that some issues are just for us so important, but they are global. We all struggle with the same problems like eco catastrophe and maybe fashion industry, which has such an impact on our environment, and like so many social problems. So I think altogether we can find maybe solution for them. And also I believe, and that's why I was invited to this program, and I'm so excited about this. I believe that culture can be a key to make maybe more aware about how to change it and make it like this change stronger and permanent.
Yes, I agree. I mean, I've studied, cultural. I've had a cultural base in studies,
Yeah.
so I strongly believed in the cultural power and how can studies in general can
It's like a tool
empower
that
you.
Yes, that's it's so powerful. And
Yes.
if we believe that this is it, like when we use it and use it all together, we can make this change.
It's your turn, Maria Laura. You've seen Cinisello, Campobasso, Paris, and all of these cities. And what's your opinion about it, about this project? And I'm just going to ask you a question that I was going to ask everybody. But the future of this project, what are you going to do next?
Well, you asked very
Too many
simple
questions. Too many questions.
Very simple to ask. No, I think that the power of projects like this, and then therefore the power of Urbact, is indeed to bring cities together. No, so I go back to the first question that you asked: how did you find Cinisello, Bielsko-Biała, Mertola? How did you find yourself together? And the importance of indeed bringing together cities that face common challenges. All I was just saying that. It's not a problem that's unique to a cultural center. It's not a problem that it's unique to just one city in Europe. But we find over and over again that there are common issues that cities are facing, and sometimes they are alone in doing this. And so, one of the main aims that Urbact has as a program is indeed to bring together these cities in network of exchanges, so that they can learn from each other. They can exchange practices and then bring back on the local level what they have learned more in this transnational cooperation level.
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, I think that Europe and these programs are very powerful in the sense that just like, Erasmus and stuff, you get to visit Europe in a more profound sense. And that's beautiful. I mean, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very cool.
Indeed.
So, the future, what are you going to do next in concrete? What are you going to do tomorrow, tonight, and in this week? Because you're here for a week, isn't it?
Less than a week, but
Less than a week, for 4 to 8, 3 days. Oh, but it's kind of a week.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do these days?
the agenda is there, but I was hoping to really find partners to maybe start some projects, programs, and we are in the process of candidacy to the title of European Capital of Culture when on the short list, which is superb but also so terrifying, and we're really hoping to make it even more stronger, to make it on another level. So yes, for those next few days I was hoping to find really nice partners to work together. So I think this is the clue of this project, right?
Yeah, and for me, the solution now is not only think out of the box, it's also live out of the box. And this week we would allow us to do this, because we will visit many places, as I saw in the program, that will allow the participants to meet new approaches, new solutions that we can bring then to our cities or our villages and make change, make happen. The future of this program is not just this week, it's all the program and what is the next steps. And it's important, you believe that the action plan that we will work on will make the change and turn reality, not only something in the paper. So for me, this is the expectation.
If I may add something
Sure.
about inspiration, because I think today I was so inspired by the visit in this contemporary museum. It's all about photography, and I want to really use some ideas, and I think maybe that's also the point, to be inspired and to use something which is already good, and to make it work in your own place, own town. So yeah, that's also be inspired.
But that's a very cool museum. I've been there recently.
Amazing.
Yes, it's a very cool idea behind this museum. And Pertini is just
Yeah,
like
I
the
really
place you work
recommend
back
to
in.
visit.
Yes, yes,
Really,
definitely.
really.
And they have
Not
some
just-
archives that are so big. And that's very cool. Very, very cool. It's still art.
Yes, and it's something that you can really send a message. Photography is such a strong art to send a message, and I think it's really translatable in this contemporary language, and it can be useful for the youth, for adults, for elders. So really nice, very nice museum.
So a question that's typically asked to people who come to Italy: have you eaten pizza so far?
First thing,
Pasta. What's your favorite Italian food? What do you think about football?
I just had
No,
time.
I'm just kidding. If you want to answer, I was just kidding. Get a superficial level because we got too deep into the conversation. But thank you so much for being here, for trying to make a change through cultural stuff. If you want to add something, anybody of you?
If I can just add a little bit the program of the next days, we will visit one of the most important neighborhood for us is Crocetta. Everybody know Crocetta, and
For cultural reasons.
yes, for cultural reason, and also because from the regeneration point of view, urban regeneration point of view is one of the most interesting situation, and so we would like to guide them through the neighborhood to see the people, to meet the people, and to see the space, and what's our idea about the regeneration of the place, and of course tomorrow morning we will have a meeting with the mayor in the first part of the morning, because this is also an important part of the project, and then we will visit another place in Milan. Very interesting situation, because probably some of you know about the urbanism
Tactical urbanism.
tactical urbanism, no? I don't know English, but urbanismo tattico in Italiano. And so this is, as Ola said, this is an important moment where you can have inspiration for your city. So we wanted to show them our idea about the new concept of our project, main project in Crocetta, Entangled, the name is of the project. And then, of course, it's really important to meet the people that live there, because
You get an idea.
yes, you get an idea. They can give us their idea of a neighborhood. And then, of course, we will have a lot of things to do in these days, of course, because this is not just for fun or for visits, but it's also aimed to work on participation. So we will have some work to do. Tomorrow morning we will work together on following the theme of participation. And of course we will have our meeting in the next year. And I would like to ask to Maria if you can give us just a little explanation about Urbak, because this is our
Yes, very briefly. So you know also which is the general context in which we're moving. URBACT is a European territorial cooperation program that started back in 2002. So for more than 20 years, URBACT has been funding exactly projects like this, so networking projects in which cities can meet each other and explore solutions to what we call sustainable urban development challenges. What this means in very practical terms is that cities get together to learn from each other, as I was saying before, get inspired, but also receive specific trainings, capacity building activities for them to improve their skills in participatory policy making in a way that allows for decisions to be taken by not the usual suspects, let's say, and in a way that enables cities also to imagine a more sustainable future for themselves, according to then the most urgent issue that each city is facing. They can find their counterparts in other parts of Europe and find together an innovative and new solutions to these issues.
And can you give us an example of one of your most recent other projects alongside this one?
So imagine that URBACT 4 being a European funded program follows a specific funding period. So we have just now or recently started what we call URBACT 4, the fourth funding period. And actually this is the first round of projects. That's Your Impact and 29 others. So we kicked off in June with the 30 action planning networks, as we call them. So we are just really getting started now. But if you're really curious to know more about URBACT, you can go to urbact.eu, and we have a specific knowledge hub where you can find all the insights gathered from the previous funding programs, so from URBACT 3 and the previous years.
Cool. Very cool. I mean, it's very cool projects and programs in general, because as I said, European stuff, it's really impressive. I mean, you can get together so many cities just for one main goal, and that's very, very cool. So thank you guys. I mean, I heard them laughing because I think that they wanted to party. That's my opinion, and they say yes, to get to know the Milan culture during the night. We say Milano da bere, which means Milan to drink. Just say this is a cultural. Anyways, I'm just kidding to make it so not so deep, as I said before. Thank you.
Come to Bielsko-Biała.
I wish to. I've never been to Poland. Never been to
really?
Poland nor Portugal.
It's also like two cities in one, like Cinisello Balsamo. So I think twin cities almost.
I'm gonna follow you when you come back home. I'm going to Portugal this summer because it's kind of cold over there. I think it's very windy, isn't it?
Even now.
Even now. So I'm going to summer that it's a kind of cool breeze, but
oh no, you will love it.
I don't hear you so.
And if you want to see some snow, like tons of snow, come to Poland right now.
Snow, sun.
And Italy's in the middle. You can get sun and snow at the same time. It's kind of confusional. But thank you so much, guys. I really can't wait to see how this project will go. And grazie a tutti ragazzi. This is the first time in English, kind of excited. It went good, I think. We got some thumbs up from behind. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. We're going to have another program here, True Crime. So thank you so much again. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.